explain what are the extremities in the middle path with reference to the three personalities, physical, mental, and intellectual personalities, because we say we must adopt the middle path in all levels of our personalities.
Perfect. Only thing I hope you don't mind me editing the question. Middle path with reference to material, physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual.
Okay.
So we will look at middle path from the material, physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual. So 5 aspects of your personality, how one can maintain or adopt a middle path. Okay.
Yes.
Great. Now, some of these thoughts would align with your thinking because we have been mentioning, so it reiterates those ideas. Some of them can be refreshing. Now, at the material level, now the two extremities are, one is tamas, other is rajas. The middle path is a life of sattva. So this path, this one who leads a life of sattva is ideally suited or designed for the spiritual path, not the extremities of rajas and tamas. Now, what are the extremities at the material level? The first thing, the tamasic people are those who want to enjoy something in their lives, who want to possess and enjoy without working for it, without putting in the necessary effort. Muft mein aa raha hai, free, it's coming, let me take it. If I have to pay the price, if I have to put in an effort to get something, they don't want to put any effort. So as the Gita says, those who want to earn, eat without producing, he says, he calls them as those who want to eat without producing or contributing. He calls them as a thief. It's like you go into a supermarket and pick up something you like and you just walk out without paying. They'll catch you and say, man, you're stealing. You have to pay the price. Everything has a price in life. Just because it's coming free to you, do you have the attitude of taking it for free? If even now, this very knowledge I give you with no condition, because that is my stance, I will not charge this knowledge for any fee. You can't bribe me, you can't allow me to change my stance. I'm giving it free, but would you take it free? Oh, you are giving it free, therefore I am taking, sir. Are yaar, kafi smart people hai aap log. Just because I am giving it free, do you have the attitude of let me take it for free? Let me take it for granted. Ara, it's coming, let me take it. That attitude is tamas. You should be restless. In what way can I be grateful either to the guru or to the knowledge or to the institution or to the efforts that is being put to make this knowledge is coming my way? I am a beneficiary. How can I take it for granted? I cannot take it for granted. That thought, that restlessness protects you. So tamasic people, extremity people, are those who are eating without contributing, as the Gita calls them as a thief. In fact, Horace Greeley, he says, it is the darkest hour of your life. The darkest hour of your life is when you plan to earn money without working for it. The darkest hour of your life is when you want to earn money without working for it. So tamas is this extremity. Rajasic people are those who are selfishly pursuing wealth. They're running behind worldly possessions. They want to acquire. Rajasically, they are craving. And whatever they have acquired, that proprietorship that they enjoy, they don't give to others. They don't pass with others. I have earned it. It is my effort. It is mine. I keep it with myself. So that kind of possessive attitude that they carry is rajas. And as the Gita calls it, those who cook for themselves Vasantama, only you answer. Those who cook for themselves. I'm asking you because I know you never cook for yourself. In fact, I'm afraid of going anywhere near their house. Because even if passing by, they'll catch hold of you and drag you into the house and feed you. So purposely, I'm taking another route, I'm very sorry to say. I passed by a house, but passed by a little far away from the house. That fear I have got. And also, and this thought flow, I'm saying that I don't want to transit via Bangalore also. I'm only trying to avoid Bangalore now in the next, because ashrama also will feed you. My God. Ashrama, please don't do this. You want me to come to Bangalore again or not? Huh? I'm still dealing with the ghee and the ghee and the butter and the parathas. I'm still dealing with it. I'm not able to forget that. Huh?
That's kind of you, Guruji, to say that.
Not kind of you. You're very, very wrong of you to have fed me like that. No? So, Vasantama, those people, many are not like this. Rare few are people like this who have a heart to share what they have. But Rajasic people cook for themselves. But those who cook for themselves, what do they end up eating? You're cooking only to eat, no?
Become selfish.
Indeed, they are selfish.
What do they eat?
You cook rasam sambar, you must eat rasam sambar. You cook spaghetti, you must eat spaghetti. You cook biryani, you must eat biryani. Tail sadam, you must eat tail sadam. But he says in the Gita, those who cook for themselves don't eat what they cook. They eat something else. What do they eat?
Incur sin.
They eat sin, he says. Not just incur. They say they eat sin. Staggering. The choice of words are very, very profound. One who thinks of himself, Atma Karana, those who think for themselves, they are all the time incurring sin. So how do you deal with materiality? Tamas, can you sum up, Ma? Tamas is?
You eat what others cook.
You eat others cook and you're ungrateful to what you receive. You want it for free, you take it for granted and you're ungrateful. They are thieves. Rajasic people cook for themselves, they eat sin. Now, what is the middle path? The middle path with reference to material. What is the life of Sattva? Any thoughts,
They
Vasantama?
cook for others.
Yes, they cook for others.
They're selfless.
Unselfish, selfless, yes. RM, hold on. नहीं तो मारूंगा मैं यहाँ से मारूंगा. Ashama, when you meet Rajima, please give little beating from my side.
Punya.
Punya,
Why,
no,
Guruji?
not Punya.
Looking
No.
forward to seeing her.
Oh, looking
Both
forward
of-
is there. Yeah, I know, looking forward, but when they come, please give one from my side. And when they come, I'll give directly also. So the Sattvic people are no doubt unselfish, selfless, but what is their relationship with wealth?
Detached.
We are not talking of detachment here. I didn't talk of attachment with reference to tamasic and rajasic. Did we say? No, we didn't say. How would the
They
sattvic
are
people relate with wealth?
grateful.
All right. Okay, they are indeed grateful. Yes, but there's one quality which stands out. How do sattvic people work? All right. We'll leave it at that. Yes, Setuji.
Hariom Guruji. They work with the yajna spirit, service above self, and they don't look for fruits of action.
Latin is caring and sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, they work with the yajna spirit. They are working for the interest of others. But what do they eat? They also need to survive, no?
Yeah.
How will they survive?
They accept whatever they get it.
And here
They
and
enjoy the journey itself, and they revel in that and accept whatever is there.
correct. They revel in the welfare of others. They
Leftovers,
work
they are
for the
happy.
larger well-being. They are happy with the leftovers. Before I spell it out, yes, Harish. Setuji, you have actually answered it. Wonderful. I'm not surprised, in fact. A man who lives has to spell it out. Yes. Prasada Buddhi. Yes, Hariji, you're right. Harish, yes.
No, Guruji, I was saying another quality is that they redistribute their wealth for the greater cause beyond themselves.
You are talking like a businessman sitting in your business chair. I know you're sitting in office, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're thinking like a businessman or a philosopher?
Both.
I could sense a lot of that business in that redistributing of your wealth. No, you're absolutely right. They are thinking in the larger interest. But while they're working for the larger interest, they only work for a higher goal or higher purpose. But how do they carry on? How do they live their lives? RM. Now spell it out.
They eat the remnants, Guruji,
Remnants of what?
of the whatever is left over, Guruji.
Of what?
Here we are talking about, are we talking about
remnant.
food?
No. Remnants means leftover. Leftover of what?
Of their wealth, Guruji? Are we talking about wealth here or no? Materiality?
Remnants of their sacrifice. The sattvic people eat the remnants of sacrifice, means they are not running behind their desires to acquire and gain a proprietorship of I and my, which the Rajasic people do. Sattvic people work for the larger good, and they have no fruits in mind because they are selfless or unselfish, but they have renounced the fruits. So whatever comes out of their sacrificial work, they are content with that. In the traditional way, they live adakshinam. The adakshinam is guru dakshinam. So they just live on the bhiksha. What bhiksha you throw or you give, they live on that bhiksha. What the sannyasis literally do, they take a bowl, go door to door and give and survive on what you offer. Today you don't have anything to offer, they say thank you. We go to another door, next door and receive. They're not working for themselves. And whatever comes their way, they're quite content with that, no complaining. Exactly the same spirit. So that's how the Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic people relate to material wealth. Obviously, they're not possessive or they're not attached. Right. Now, at the physical level, what would be the Tamasic state? The Tamasic people, they are completely neglecting their bodies. They disregard their body. They neglect it. Lethargy, sloth, indolence. Rajasic people worship the body. Worshipping the body is you have constant awareness of the body all the time. All the time you're thinking of your own physical body, physical senses. You are indulging in the senses, giving food to all your senses, the sight or sound or smell or taste or touch. The Rajasic people are worshipping the body, use the body as a temple of indulgence. Not temple, you would say a crematorium of indulgence. Why? To disregard the temple is a very auspicious place. You are eating dead bodies, no? You eat dead body you're eating every time. Crematorium only. So Rajasic people indulge in their senses. Apricot bath scrub, avocado conditioner, honey shampoo. Look at that fragrance of that cream. Body worship, reveling in the senses. Rajasic people. Sattvic people use the body as a mere vehicle or an instrument for their attainment of higher goals. They keep their body in good repair. You must keep your limbs strong. Sthirairangaistushtuvangsasthanubhihi. What does it mean? The invocation that we chanted today. Sthirairangaihi, angaihi, sthirai, with firm limbs and bodies. What do I do? Singing your praises. Tushtuvang. Tanubihi. With keeping my limbs and body strong, I'm using it only to sing your praises. So why am I keeping my body fit? Why am I exercising? Why am I sweating and toiling? Why am I interested in keeping the body, limbs and strong? So that it helps me to sing the glory of the Lord. It helps me to reach my goal. The body is a vehicle. It must be kept in good repair. So I will be interested in it to the extent it helps me in the journey. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Sattvic people use the body as a mere vehicle. Physical level, middle path. Emotional level, tamasic people disregard their emotions. They are unconcerned. They have no feelings for others. Tamas. How can you have no feeling? At least for your own near and dear, you must have feelings, isn't it? How can you have no feelings? Come on, man. Don't be like a piece of stone or wood. You must feel. When somebody asks you something, you must feel. What would have gone when somebody has knocked at your door? Feel for them, man. Don't be cold-hearted. Don't disregard it. Oh, these fellows keep all the time asking something. All the time they want something from you. So your attitude is you're cold-hearted. You must feel what could be the situation. Why, if somebody is knocking and asking something from you, what could be their situation? Why would they be extending their arms to you? Because they need something from you. What could be their situation? That kind of a thought, or not having that thought, is tamas. So no feelings, you're unconcerned, you become like a plant or a stone. That's tamas. The opposite of that is the rajasic people are extremely concerned, unduly concerned. So much so, they get carried away with whatever emotion that comes their way, whether it's little joy or sorrow. They all the time affected by it. They are attached to emotions. They become like an animal. So tamas at the level, one extremity of a emotional level is you have no emotion at all. You're like a plant or a stone. Other extremity is you have emotions. You get carried away, you're excited. You have become temperamental, emotional. The right word is rajasic people become emotional. Emotional means you're affected by your emotions. You become like an animal. No, sattva, the middle path, is you have all the love you can give to people. You can go a long distance to feel your love for them, but you remain detached. You develop an unconcerned concern. You're concerned because you have a humane feeling towards your well-wishers, your friends, your anybody. You feel for them, even enemies, you feel for their inability to behave in a particular manner. You forgive them, you feel for them. But at the same time, you're unconcerned because you will not be tied by the emotional drama. Your purpose is elsewhere. So sattva is to have emotions and not be affected by emotions. Mikima, can I ask you to sum up what did I say at the emotional level, please?
So people who are tamasic, they have no feelings. They don't feel emotions for people, or like they are unconcerned about things and people around them. And opposite of that, the rajasic people, they are extremely concerned. They go beyond their limits. They get carried away with the emotions of other people, and it affects them too much. And sattvic people, though they are concerned, they worry about others, but they still stay detached to the situation or to the emotions that they have.
Perfect. They feel it, but they're not carried away, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. Wonderful. Now, moving further, at the intellectual level, the tamasic people are those who don't read at all. They are allergic to any knowledge. Like dust allergy they have knowledge allergy. Gayatri ma, you have any knowledge allergy ma?
No, Guruji, even dust allergy also, I still do it. I take care of it.
Correct. I think, Rajima, I think Gayatri ma has got little knowledge allergy. Because study table mele okar matanga study table mele.
She's
Correct.
attached to her own study table, Guruji.
Correct. That's also, you must be detached to a study table also. Impediments of spiritual path. Please, Rajima is saying something, Gayatri ma. So please be detached to the study table also. So the material, intellectual level, the tamasic people don't read at all. Ready, Garu? Or what is the opposite of that?
Opposite of don't read at all, Guruji. Tamasic we're talking, or are we talking about the Rajasic?
Tamasic people don't read. The opposite would be Rajasic. What would be the Rajasic category?
Rajasic category, they read it, but they contain for themselves. They don't share. They live with that. They want to uplift and develop by themselves. Because they are of more of selfish in nature. That's what I think. And I said positively.
Okay, to a certain extent, you're right, but then it goes out of context. No, because Rajas anyway are selfish, but the element here is not selfishness, but how do they relate to knowledge? Knowledge is what, sir? Knowledge is only when I'm throwing ideas at you. Is it not when you take down notes? What does it? Is it not information for you?
Yes.
It comes as a piece of information, right? When you read books, when you listen to gurus, it's information. A tamasic fellow will not put any effort to acquire the knowledge because they're allergic to it. They don't want to grow out of their knowledge quotient. They think all they have is all knowledge. I know everything. Oh, Bhagavad Gita. Oh, so many Gitas I've read. I've heard so many people. Who is this fellow you want me to attend to? What spiritual personality you want? I am already spiritually evolved. There would be people who have told you when you're trying to get people for spiritual thing, I am already spiritual. Don't tell me spiritual personality. No, tamasic fellows, they don't want to acquire any fresh knowledge. They're stagnating. Tamasic. Rajasic is the other extremity. Okay. Sai.
Guruji, I think grabbing too much, right? Stopping for too many books.
Sai, your volume is little low. Now much better now.
Okay, yeah. So they are trying to, I mean, we are trying to shop too many books, you know, always look for that magical book which will transform us overnight, that kind of thing.
Oh, thank you. I learned some new terms today. The magical book that will transform me overnight.
Always, you know, on lookout for, you know, grab something that all the self-help market cashes on that.
Okay. Obviously, I don't fall into that category. So never mind. All that self-help magic. Correct. So these are the people to a certain extent, what you said, but the Rajasic people go through the length of study. They know, but they're constant lookout for flavor, variety. They get carried away with modern jargons. They become very carried away with tacky terms, you know. So they are constant information hunters. So as a result of which, they only go through the length of study. It's like they're only swimming the surface of the ocean, but never the depth. Perfect, Sai. Samyama, you're absolutely right. They go through only the length of study, but Sattva, Reddy-garu, the opposite of that is Sattvic people, they go into the depth of study. The depth is to be able to examine the intricacies, the inner nuances of all these concepts. What are these concepts? What are they conveying? What they are seeking is the wisdom in between the words, not the mere empty words. As Shakespeare says in Hamlet, he says, mere words, words, words. What I said, everything today is words. But are you merely interested in the words, or are you getting the message or the depth behind these words? They're two different things. So Sattvic people are interested in fact, many a time they say the philosophy is sandwiched between the words. In fact, even when you're meditating, you're trying to concentrate in between the silence, which is sandwiched between the sound, the matra in between the matra. When you chant Om, Om, isn't there a silence between the two Oms? So the realization in between the two thoughts. So the philosophy is in between the two words or two ideas. So the sattvic people go for the depth, the wisdom, not the superficial length. So they're not voluminous, voracious readers. Some people, they devour a book in a few days and they keep reading books and books and books. That's rajas. No, you should read, but not just content with me. Then they're content with information. That is the difference between rajas and tamas. I've told you before, many people come and give me many books. Believe me, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I don't get impressed. I read a little bit and then it comes, I become almost stale to it. Because there's nothing new. It's just new jargons, new ways and means. But 30 years I'm reading the same Upanishad. For next 30, 40 years, I'll be doing the same Upanishad. If you have the patience, be with me, but I will continue to teach the same thing. I'm still reading my notes, which I've written 30 years back. Same thing inspires me even today to talk about it. That is the depth. The modern texts don't have depth. You need to be realized to bring out the depth, and these people are realized souls. Yes, Setuji?
Just I want to add, Rajasic people, what attracts them in knowledge is that they can be stress-free and they can they can put less effort and effortlessly. That's what you can grow infinitely. So all these things attracts them, and they want it. They listen to all these. They do attend this program, but they take it only in spirit. They don't go into the spirit of it. Then they give up. That it calls for sacrifice, renunciation, and unselfish. All that doesn't attract them. But they go deep into it because this is they're all highly stressed and they work very hard. They're workaholic. But they want to get out of that, but they think knowledge is a means to that. But knowledge says you be unselfish, work with the yajna spirit and all that. That is where they again drop out.
Fall short. A very good observation, Setuji. Very good observation. As they say, they fall for this quick help, quick fixes. They just want, they're attracted because they have a problem, but they're not really interested in investing that time in seeking the wisdom. They're just superficial.
And Sattvic people, they do process knowledge to wisdom, manana. They have at least 20-80. Less.
Correct. 20% information, 80% reflection. 20-80. Correct. Sattvic people, perfect. You're true, Samyama. Correct. So lastly, at the fifth and the spiritual level, Harish, tell me what would be the tamasic people at the spiritual level?
They would worship in a very routine-oriented manner without any understanding why they're doing it. I don't know if I'm correct with that thought.
And where would be the Rajasic then? Okay, let me give you a cue, Harish.
Yes.
Tamasic people, the majority of the people are tamasic. So the biggest religion in the world today is There's a pun on the word religion. Huh? The biggest religion in the world today is the largest following of religion today is that's a tamasic.
Sure.
All right, hold on, Harish. Don't mute yourself, Raghu Garu. So I almost forgot you. Where suddenly you become disappeared.
Yeah, I came to India, Guruji.
Arey? You come to
Yeah.
India to my land and don't contact me. This is very unfair. And you go back to your alien, to my alien land and contact me from there. Huh?
I came for my mother's heart operation. She got operated, the bypass surgery. So I stayed 40 days and I came back.
All right. Hope all is well, sir.
Yeah, everything is good.
Right. Now, Raghu, tell me, what is the biggest religion or the maximum number of people? What do they follow? Which category in terms of spirituality?
If we go by stats or something, then I think the biggest religion is top three: the Christianity, Islam, and then probably Indian religion-based things.
Hinduism, you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
You're taking it literally. The question you're taking literally, you're answering. All right. Okay. Thanks, Raghu Garu. Who can answer this? Subhashi.
No, Guruji.
Namaskar,
Yeah,
sir.
some sick people are allergic to the knowledge. They don't read, they don't follow. And this Rajasic people acquire knowledge but don't apply to self. They follow the principle. They don't follow the Vedic principles of life. They only acquire the knowledge. But Sattvic people, they as 20% knowledge and 80% they are following the Vedic principles.
Yes. That is with reference to the intellectual level. Now we are asking spiritual level. Tamasic people fall in what category? What do they do, Tamasic people?
In spiritual, they don't follow that. And they don't go any rituals. They don't follow anything. Tamasic people.
Correct. So
They
which
are
is the
just
religion they're
living life.
following?
Whatsoever comes, they follow that.
So what is the religion that they're following?
No religion. They don't have any religion.
Correct. The Tamasic people have no religion. The biggest category of people are atheists. Of the 8 billion people, what are the percentage of people spiritual? Who believe in providence, who believe in God, who have given an identity to a God in some kind of, whether be it a scripture. When you go to Gurudwara, they worship the Granth. They worship the script of the Gurus. You go to Islam, they worship. Hinduism worship. Every religion looks up to either a form of a guru or a god or a goddess or some form. Or you go down to the formless reality. What is that percentage of people, sir? In 8-9 billion people, very small percentage. So the biggest religion is atheism. The atheists are the biggest religion. So they don't believe in God. They are running behind the worldly things. They are not interested in the spiritual aspect of their personality. Wonderful, wonderful, Subhashi. Also good to have you back, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Hari Ji, answer any different from this?
If at all they worship for the downfall of others.
They are the sick fellows.
Yeah.
But
they go for all black magic and for all such type of things.
Yeah, they are perverted fellows. That is not the that perhaps could fall, but here we are looking at the atheistic Or do they, Lakshmi Ma? Oh, they give their own logic, don't they? They think in their own logic that they are intellectuals, etc. Right? Now, Harish, are you still there? Where
Yes,
are you?
Guruji. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Guruji.
Oh. Now, if tamas is this, where would be the rajasic? Now, would you reconsider what you said? Rajasic people would be?
They would follow many paths wherever it is convenient to their requirements. They will choose any path that is suitable for their lifestyle or their choices. They wouldn't analyze it. They would just blindly follow it to suit their lifestyle choice.
Perfect, perfect. So I would take that one word from what you said, which is what you intended, is they follow the non-essentials of every religion. Every religion has essentials, non-essentials. So the Rajasic people are following the non-essentials of religion. The non-essentials of religion are, as you said, they have blind faith. They perform mechanical rituals. They have various superstitious beliefs. So superstitious beliefs, mechanical rituals, and blind faith. The fourth, they develop a fanatic attachment to spiritual personalities. These are the Rajasic category of people, the non-essentials. The Guru is the most non-essential in your path, because the Guru gives only direction. The Guru doesn't put effort for you. So take the message from the Guru and put your effort, slog it out by your own. Don't hold on to the Guru, hanging portraits of your Guru all over. You get into the car, there's a Guru. You get into the puja room, your Guru. You go into the living room, there's a Guru. In the foyer, there's a Guru. Thank God there's in the bathroom, there's no Guru. Everywhere you hang his pictures. What is going on? You have wedded to your Guru or what? A fanatic attachment to the personality. This is what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa taught, no? In fact, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was taught, not he didn't teach. His Guru Totapare broke the idol. He was worshipping his Guru. He was stuck to the idol goddess Kali. He come and demolished it. You must throw about all gurus. Your attachment to gurus. It's a weakness. Such a powerful weakness is like a child is attached to the new toy. You're attached to that spiritual toy. So I've been a spiritual practitioner for X number of years. I too have a Guru and I uphold my Guru. I look up to my Guru. But I don't hang my Guru all over me and announce to the world, this is my Guru, this is my Guru. It'll become like an albatross around your neck. And there's not a day I have not thanked my Guru, including this morning. There's not a day I have not prostrated to my Guru. You don't have to announce that feeling. It's a feeling that has to be felt. But it's not a fanatic attachment. And you don't see any portraits around me. But the absence of a portrait doesn't mean the absence of my love or devotion to my Guru. Why do you have to announce it? That is attachment. So Rajasic people, non-essentials, blind beliefs, superstitious, mechanical rituals. And when you look at this, of the minority of those people in humanity who are spiritual, UK, have left the best for the last. What will be the sattvic spiritual who adopt the middle path?
They they try to develop the maximum attachment towards the worldly things, towards the guru.
Oi. Hold on. Sudden breaks I have to put. Now, can you recap tamas and rajas before you come to sattva?
Yes, Guruji. Spiritual tamas people, they don't follow any religion and they're atheists. And the rajasic follow the non-essentials of the religion. They give more importance to the mechanical rituals, and they have a blind faith, and they're attached to the guru. Blind
personality. Blind attachment to the
personality.
Perfect.
Whereas the Sattvic, they have a detachment towards all these the non-essentials of the religion, or they don't have that blind faith.
Correct. Now they have. So there are, as we said, non-essentials and essentials. Now, what is the essentials of religion?
Essentials of religion is actually, I mean, the rituals and all are only an instrument for you to achieve the, to travel in the spiritual path, Guruji. So actually, there is nothing like essentials of religion.
Oh, essentials itself, nothing there, huh?
I mean, they're all only, I mean, that's what I understood, Guruji. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but they're only the props or the things which help you to travel in.
So if you say there are the outer shell, there is the content or the spirit or the message that's being conveyed.
Yeah. Yes.
So the outer shell has to be got rid of and get to the contents.
Yes.
So the essential aspect of the spiritual offering is the wisdom that
leads you to
translates into your spiritual advancement.
Yes, Guruji.
So how much wisdom you have, that directly reflects how spiritually evolved you are.
Yes.
And when you magnify and glorify that wisdom, you attain moksha or enlightenment.
Yes, Guruji.
So the essentials of spiritual journey is to convert
your
whatever knowledge or the wisdom of the gurus you receive is to convert that process into wisdom. So the essential is to do Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana.
Yes.
That is essential. You do the sadhana of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. The essential is to calibrate the three yogas with reference to your requirement, karma, bhakti, jnanam. You must do, whether you like it or not, Ushama, you must do seva, karma.
Yes, Guruji, of course.
You may not like to do it, but you better do it. You may not want to be emotional. You must cater to your emotional personality. You may be averse to studying, but to the extent you need to do jnanam and sadhana, you must do it.
Yes.
So, right, ma?
Yes.
So perfect. So the essential of spirituality is to convert it into wisdom through Shravana, Mana, Nididhyasana, to calibrate your personality to the three yogas of karma, bhakti, jnanam, culminating in meditation and attaining realization. I'm just reminded of what the great Adi Shankaracharya talks in Bhajagovindam of the non-essentials. Just to highlight it, I will leave you all with that thought. He says, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalana Mathavadanam Jnana Vihinaha Sarvamatena Muktim na bhajati Janmashatena. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalana Mathavadanam. He says, you may go and meet where the Ganges meets the ocean. You may perform various vows, vratam and things. Jnana Vihinaha Sarvamatena. Any path which is devoid of jnanam or wisdom, muktim na bhajati janma shatena. You may do this for 100 janmas, perform charity. You may go vratas, you do various vows. You may go on spiritual pilgrimages. You may do 100 janmas. The great Guru says, Muktim na bhajati janma shatena. 100 janmas you do this, you will not get moksha. What you need is that jnanam, or the wisdom. So what we focus entirely in this institution is the knowledge and wisdom is given in the concentrated dose, so that you can dilute it in your life in the course of your day's activities and apply it in various aspects and get transformed. It's like I'm giving Roo Afza. What Roo Afza? I'm giving concentrated bottle of Roo Afza in 1 liter bottle. You can give that drink for 1,000 people, or 500 people can be fed. Little syrup, put water and dilute it. But don't say Vedantic wisdom is Roo Afza. Wrong comparison. I'm just saying example, concentrated dose of wisdom. So it is a beautiful and an exhaustive analysis that we have done today on the middle part at all the 5 aspects, which is the material, physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. So you must strive to adopt that sattvic path, which will be instrumental for your spiritual growth. Don't get to the extremities, which is very easy. So get to the path, which is the path of sattva, the path of evolution, which was actually referred in the second mantra. I'm afraid we can't get into it, and we will come back whenever we meet next. I think you are in for an announcement. Yes, Rajan.
Namaskaram. Wisdom Foundation will be holding a spiritual retreat on spiritual personality based on chapter 18 of the Bhagavad Gita from March 4th to March 7th at Pragrati Resorts in Hyderabad. It is imperative, like Guruji mentioned in today's class, to calibrate your personality and to understand and analyze and introspect, to pause, to think, to contemplate, and to uplift oneself, one's own spiritual quotient. Guruji will be enlightening us on how to do so. This is the last opportunity for yourself and to invite your friends and relatives to register. Please urgently do so. This is the last week. We would also like to announce that next week's Upanishad and Gita class stand cancelled as the retreat would be on. We would meet again on Saturday, March 11th. Hari Om. Guruji, is there anything else to add?
With all that you have announced, there's so much pressure on me now. Sai, can you recommend me some? Sai, can you recommend me some self-help book to get rid of the stress? See, they all giving so much stress to me by saying all this has to be offered in the retreat. All right, that's all, ma. Wonderful.
It's like Tendulkar, Guruji. He had a lot of expectations every time he went on to bat.
Right. There you go. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.